Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog, and I kind of can't fucking believe this video that I'm actually making this because this is the incompetence of the New York Knicks. Okay, I live in New York, in case you guys don't know, but the Knicks have been painfully shitty for a very long fucking time, okay? As a Knicks fan, granted, or actually I'm not a Knicks fan, but being a New Yorker, I like to see the Knicks do well, okay? Like, I like to see them be good. I think basketball is better when the Knicks are a good team. But I have read some crazy shit on Twitter the past 2 days about the Knicks and actually wanting to keep Tom Thibodeau as their head coach, and I kind of fucking can't believe this. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, I don't know who's calling the shots for the Knicks over there, because it's not the GM and it's not Tom Thibodeau. So I don't know who's deciding to keep both the GM and the fucking head coach, and it's probably James Dolan, because he just is the worst owner in fucking sports, it feels. Which actually, that's not true, but when it comes to basketball specifically, he's a pretty shitty owner. The Rangers have been doing okay, but it's just the idea, like, first of all, none of this makes any sense, because there are reports coming out that the Knicks want to keep Tom Thibodeau beyond this season. And we have a lot, and I mean a lot of shit to talk about, guys. So let's talk about the first thing that doesn't make any sense about this, okay? The first is that there are rumors, okay, credited reporters who have come out and said that there is a disconnect between the front office and the head coach. Meaning, the head coach is not doing what the general manager wants. So, why in the fuck are you going to keep him? I mean, we got Obi Toppin and Cam Reddish, who you traded a first-round pick for, who are lucky if they can scratch 10 minutes a fucking game. I mean, they traded for Cam Reddish and then didn't play him. I mean, he's playing a little more now, okay, yeah, but the season's fucking over, okay? They're 29-40, and Obi Toppin is a guy who's barely scratching 10 minutes a game. Like, and on top of it all, right, these rotations that Tom Thibodeau are running don't make any fucking sense. I mean, he'll put a guy in for anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, right? And the Knicks will have a really good stretch. Let's put in Emmanuel quickly. Let's throw him in there with Cam Reddish and Obi Toppin or whoever, and they'll go on a little bit of a run, right? Then out of nowhere, he just takes him out of the fucking game. Like, he'll take him out of the game, put somebody else in, and the Knicks start getting their ass kicked again. I mean, not to mention, okay, the idea, we're just on Tom Thibodeau in this video, but like the front office, none of their fucking signings have worked. Okay? Kemba Walker didn't work. Evan Fournier didn't work. Julius Randle, they signed him to a max extension, and he's still out here shooting fucking isolation dribble fadeaways like he's fucking Kevin Durant. I mean, last year, I can't even be mad about the signing, to be honest with you, because last season, Julius Randle had a really good fucking year. I mean, we're talking a guy who averaged 24, 10, and 6 on 41% from 3, 81% from the free throw line, and 46% basically from the field. 45.6 if you want to get technical. And this year, Julius Randle is averaging, I think, what, 20 points per game? Hold on. His stats are abysmal this year. Julius Randle is shooting... He's scoring 20.4 points per game this year, okay? He's averaging three and a half turnovers a game. He's averaging 5 assists a game, 9 rebounds, and his shooting is terrible. I mean, he's shooting 77% from the free throw line, which isn't bad. But boys, 31% from 3, 41% from the field. I mean, you want to talk a fucking drop-off in offensive efficiency? That's it. Okay, last year he shot 41% from 3. This year he's shooting 31%. Last year he shot basically 45.6% from the field. This year he's not even shooting 42%, 41.8. Okay, Julius Randle dropped the fuck off. And there are a lot of Knicks fans calling for Julius Randle to be traded. I don't think we go there yet. Okay, I'm just going to say that. You signed him to a max deal. He played very good last year. Granted, last year I kind of think was a little bit of a fluke. I don't think Julius Randle was really that good as far as like the numbers he put up last year, but he showed that he's capable of doing it. So it's just the idea, like, I think you give him a shot with another coach first who doesn't run these dog shit fucking screen and rolls, screen and pops that don't lead to anything, okay? Like, there is so much wrong with this team that it's like, I don't even know how much I can just blame Tom Thibodeau. Like, we have to blame the GM. I mean, the Knicks need a point guard that can actually run their fucking offense because they don't have that. Kemba Walker wasn't that guy. I don't think Derrick Rose is that guy. They need somebody who can run the offense. They desperately need some more fucking shooting. Like, I feel like they could benefit from like a Miles Turner type of guy, like a center who can shoot threes or just more shooting in general. They signed Evan Fournier, and he hasn't been anything like they had expected. So it's just the idea. I watched the Knicks play, and the body language is fucking terrible. I mean, look at Julius Randle, man. I mean, he is literally at Madison Square Garden giving the thumbs down gesture to Knicks fans, to home fans. Julius Randle's body language all year has pretty much been dog shit. Okay? And not for nothing, when your team's 29-40, I guarantee team morale isn't going to be the fucking greatest. But this team, it's like first of all, their offense is non-existent. They don't create anything on offense. They don't abuse mismatches at all. You have Julius Randle taking isolation fucking fadeaway threes and isolation fadeaways from fucking mid-range. Like, I wish he would just stop shooting fadeaways and just shoot a regular jump shot. Like, how fucking hard is that? But he continues to do it. Granted, with the amount of money you're paying him, sure. Yes, like, let Julius Randle do what he wants. But if letting Julius Randle do what he wants is making him play like shit, then you probably shouldn't continue doing that. The Knicks offensively ranked 23rd in the NBA, which is exactly the same as what they ranked last year. The difference, though, between this year and last year is last year they ranked 3rd in defensive rating. This year, they're 12th. So I'm beginning to think not only is there a disconnect between the coach and the front office, but there's also something going on in the locker room. I think either there's locker room issues or most likely the players have given up on Tom Thibodeau. Okay? And I don't think you fire him now, but you gotta fire him in the offseason. I mean, if they go into next season with Tom Thibodeau, and there continues to be a disconnect between the front office and the head coach, and the players and the coach, clearly, you gotta get rid of the fucking coach. So, the idea that there was a report that came out that the Knicks plan to keep Tom Thibodeau beyond this upcoming season, you better make some serious fucking roster changes, okay? Because Julius Randle's body language has been dog shit. I mean, he's dropped off so much that the best player on the Knicks right now is R.J. Barrett. And I'm pretty sure, I think R.J. Barrett has his rookie contract extension coming up this summer. So that's going to be the number one priority for the Knicks, is re-sign R.J. Barrett, get yourself some fucking shooting, and get yourself a point guard who can actually run the offense. Because they signed Kemba Walker, and now Kemba Walker isn't playing for the rest of the year. In fact, they're going to trade Kemba Walker in the offseason. That's already been pretty much determined. They're not going to release him. They're going to try to trade him. But it just sucks, man, because everything about the Knicks is just ass right now. I mean, they can't shoot jump shots. They can't create offense. They can't play defense. The front office is trading first-round picks for guys like Cam Reddish, and then Tom Thibodeau's not playing Cam Reddish. I mean, they have Obi Toppin, who I think is a promising player if they'd actually play him, but he's like barely scratching 10 minutes a game. I mean, maybe it's been better as of recent, but it's just the idea. Thibs has, like, Obi Toppin, right? Like, Thibs has these guys on his roster. Yeah, okay, so he's getting like 15 minutes a game now. But still, like, you know, you gotta play your young guys. You know, especially if your record is 29-40, you might as well play all your young guys. You might as well play Cam Reddish. You might as well play Obi Toppin. You might as well play Emmanuel Quickley. Okay? Play Julius Randle with them. Like, run some decent rotations, but that's the problem. Like, they're not even running good rotations. I mean, it just, I feel like when you're the Knicks and your offensive struggles are this bad, I mean, granted, yes, defense wins games. I understand that. But you got to put points on the board too, motherfucker, in order to win. And the Knicks are not good at doing that. They're not efficient at doing that. So, I don't know, man. If you ask me, keeping Thibs beyond this season is a bad idea. Especially when Frank Vogel is going to probably be out there as a coach that you can sign. Obviously the roster is not perfect. Obviously Frank Vogel's having issues of his own in LA, but as a Pacers fan, I've seen what Frank Vogel can do with players that buy into his system, okay? I mean, he's won an NBA championship with the Lakers last year, and what was it, 2020? So Frank Vogel won a championship before, playing a half-court offense and playing defense, and with Indiana, he took them to the Eastern Conference Finals 2 years in a row. So I don't think it's so much Frank Vogel as it is the way the Lakers roster was constructed. I mean, they got LeBron, who literally just takes time off on defense. They have Russell Westbrook, who's not that great on defense. Anthony Davis isn't playing. Avery Bradley's not what he used to be. So it's kind of like, I don't even know how much I can, blame the Lakers' struggles on Frank Vogel. Granted, his rotations are shit. I will say that. Frank Vogel's rotations are kind of shit for the Lakers. I don't know why they were running Rajon Rondo and Russell Westbrook together at some points last season, but it's just the idea, man. There's going to be coaches out there, and the idea that the Knicks plan to keep Tom Thibodeau and go forward with this is just a recipe for fucking disaster. So, anyway, tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on this. A like helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more on the Fast Break Report. And I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.